Good evening, crew. Today is the third day of January, the year of our Lord 2025, and I thought I'd give you a little update on what we've been up to. As my wife wanders around in the background there. It's okay, you can get in that video. You're part of the performance.
All right.
Actually, I don't think you could even see her, but. So yeah, Sarah and I, in the last week, as I think you know already, we went up to the Colfax area to spend a few days at the farm while Brad and Linda were visiting friends in Seattle, so that we could be there in case my parents needed anything. And I got to spend time with my mom and dad, which was fun. Dad and I talk extensively about world events and that sort of thing, about articles he's writing. And I talked with Mom about pictures I took last time we were in Wales. So Mom and I spent like 2.5 hours the last morning just going through various pictures I had taken in Wales, and me telling her where we were and what was going on and showing her on the map, which she really enjoys, which is awesome. So yeah, that was fun. But on the drive up, actually, the day we were going up, I don't remember why. I was talking about something related to cars, and we've got this plug-in hybrid RAV4, but Sarah really pines for her old Sienna. She likes the space of it, but the plug-in hybrid is just so practical. It's such a great fit for what we do. And somehow she discovered that Lexus makes a version of the Highlander that's a three-row SUV that's actually a plug-in hybrid. And she was thinking that maybe that would scratch her Sienna itch. And so we started looking into it. We did a whole bunch of research over the last few days, with the idea that we would replace the RAV4 with this Lexus TX plug-in hybrid, and maybe even get rid of the Land Cruiser, because then, for all intents and purposes, the things I have used the Land Cruiser for the last 2 years, as opposed to the first 2 years I had it. I could do in a vehicle that's sort of a light duty, off, could handle dirt roads and a little extra clearance. Anyway, you could sleep in the back, that sort of thing. So we kind of looked into this TX, and like literally there are no plug-in hybrid TXs in the northwestern United States. The closest one is in Los Angeles. However, we discovered that the Walla Walla Toyota dealership had a used TX hybrid, not plug-in, that just came into their lot a couple days ago. So Sarah and I decided it would be a fun little adventure to drive up there today and just check it out. And we'd been kind of looking at reviews, like I said, and watching videos about it. So we drove up, and it's been just dreary and rainy. It's like 3 degrees and raining, and like raining steadies, like just a steady drenching rain. Just not pleasant to be out in. So we drove up through that, and we get there, and we go out and we check out the vehicle. And honestly, I mean, so the vehicle's really nice. It's a high-end vehicle. The interior is really lovely. The seats are way more comfortable than the seats in the RAV4, which it's funny because Sarah's always complained about how uncomfortable the seats in the RAV4 are, and I've been like, I can't notice the difference. And going from the RAV4 into the TX and then back to the RAV4, I really noticed the difference in the seats. And it drives like a big car, kind of. It drives really nicely, but man, it is so big and bloated. It's just this. It's huge. It's just a huge vehicle, and when you're in it, like the sight lines aren't very good. It feels like you're in a giant box. And it's funny, for people who have driven a camper van, 150,000 miles around the U.S. in the last few years. The sight lines are so much worse, and it felt like you were just less connected to the outside environment in this vehicle. So yeah, we both kind of decided that not something we're interested in. But it was fun. It's fun as Sarah and I spent a couple hours together and drove up in the car, and we went out to lunch. That's the other thing. We went out to lunch at a place in Walla Walla called Bacon and Eggs or something like that, I think is what it's called. And obviously they do mostly breakfast type stuff. And we spent, food has just gotten so expensive since the pandemic. And you spend money. I got an omelet. Sarah got French toast. And you spend, what, $35, $40 for... I make omelets for breakfast here every morning. And, like, the omelet that I make here is better. And so it's I feel like that grumpy old man. And I know there's something about the experience of going out to eat, which I enjoy. And, when we talked about going up there, we were like, oh, we'll turn it into a date and we'll go get something to eat. But then, the food was, it was okay. It was good. It was good, solid food. But it's like, I just kept thinking, we're paying like a ton of money for this when we could just make it at home and it would be better than this. So, like I said, turned into a grumpy old man. So anyway, I know you're disappointed, Karu, that I'm not on the exercise machine jumping up and down as I make this video, but I feel like I haven't put on enough weight recently, so I need to be more sedentary. So I'm going to sit here on the sofa in the light of our pellet stove and enjoy the warmth after walking in the rain. We went out for dinner tonight as well. So that's my story. The story of the Lexus TX that wasn't. And I'm sticking to it. You have a lovely, lovely day.